Big Drive Energy Festive Fridays, presented by Breckenridge Distillery. Happy Friday out there all to you all. It's almost the weekend. It's almost Christmas, what we celebrate, but it is the holiday season. And Breckenridge Distillery is by far the best gift to get anyone in your family, other than if they're not drinking. If they're not, then you can get them a Breck Distillery shirt or something from, a glass that they can drink their NA bevs in. But Breck Distillery is the highest distillery in the country, not only in altitude, but also ratings. They are one of the highest rated high mash rye bourbons. Well done.
It's a tongue twister.
In the entire United States. We just finished off an entire bottle last week at our holiday party that I hosted at my house. We had like a whiskey cranberry big drink mix. We got the pitcher where people can dispense their own with the ice, and that's a must-have at all holiday parties. Is just an unlimited amount of liquor, and Breck Distillery is the best bourbon to do that with. Whether you're just sipping it or making mixed drinks with it, using the rum cask finish, which we've got here, or just the regular bourbon whiskey, it is by far the best distillery in the entire world. It is all we drink, especially when we're drinking whiskey. Make sure to check out BreckenridgeDistillery.com. You can get it delivered to you in all 50 states. So whether you're in Colorado or not, and if you are in Colorado, go check out the actual distillery. You can see how they make this incredible whiskey up in Breckenridge, Colorado. So check out www.BreckenridgeDistillery.com and get this stuff delivered right to your door. We had it delivered right to our door right before the Christmas party. I just had to show the guy my ID. He scanned it. Good to go. Breck Distillery right to my door without having to leave the comfort of my home.
Did you see the new Christmas bottles that they just dropped?
No, I did not.
They're super cool looking. Unfortunately, you can only buy them at the distillery in Breckenridge. So if you get the chance, if you're up there, stop by, grab a bottle. I think they're limited, but so cool looking. I saw it and I immediately wanted one. So we'll see if there's still some in stock by the time I get out to Colorado for the holidays. I may have to make a trip up there and grab me some of that good whiskey.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to be drinking quite a bit of it once you come home for the holidays and you're living in my basement again, just like old times.
Just like old times.
All right. We, as you know, on Festive Fridays, will do a draft, festive holiday-related draft. Week 1 was best holidays. Week 2, we did the best holiday activities. And this week, we've got the best holiday food and drink. So the rules today, of course, we've got our lovely producer, Marissa, with us. Camera number 3, look at that, beautiful. In her gray vest, very festive. Not as festive as my Pins and Aces holiday sweater, though, for sure. Make sure to check out pinsandaces.com, promo code BD. But we are drafting food and drink, and the rules today are we have 4 rounds, as always, and we have to draft 2 foods and 2 drinks, but not in any certain order. So we all kind of have our power rankings. We rank our personal favorites, maybe a little pandering here and there, but we have to pick 2 foods and 2 drinks. Then you will vote on them. Follow us on Twitter, X, or Instagram at Big Drive Energy Pod on Instagram, at Big Drive Energy on the X, and vote on these so we can know who wins. I am already up 2-0. Let's start with that. I am 2-0 against these fools. 1 more win, and I've secured the Festive Friday draft completion, and then it's kind of just playing for second place between these two. But I can already think
feel like there's some sort of foul play at foot here. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but maybe we need to do a recount. We need to just maybe at the end of it, we'll post all the drafts in one graphic and have everybody vote on that. I don't know if that's too blanket.
I think the only foul play is you being a little salty because you're getting your ass kicked by me.
Yeah, maybe.
This is what it is at this point. So last week's results, between Instagram and Twitter, I had 67% of the votes on Instagram. You two split a crisp 17 16.5%. We'll round it to 17, make you guys feel a little better about it. And then on X, I had 45% of the vote. Marissa had 41, so close. And then Mitchell, you had a crisp 14. So I took home roughly 112% of the 200 total percentage on both social media platforms. So big dub for me.
Deal.
Maybe you just need to pander a little more.
I feel like your picks were bullshit, though. They weren't good.
I'm living my truth here. These are my picks. They're nobody else's. So I guess maybe I'll go the route of not giving a shit if I win or not, because these are my picks. They're not for everyone else.
Even though I got accused of cheating this week or this last one, I actually voted for you, Mitch. Because yeah,
you know, I voted for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God, this is so lame. Maybe you two should pick one person to vote for so you can try to challenge me in one of these.
Oh my God.
Like all your burner accounts that you have that you just go in there and hit your name. Like
Yeah,
it's not really
no
counts. Those are fake friends.
Spencer's Kevin Durant over here on Twitter logging in and out of his 12 different accounts. Vote, 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 vote.
I will say today's going through my little power rankings and trying to find good food, holiday food and drink. This is more of a personal preference for me. This is not
you're gonna pick like gluten-free bread and shit.
Oh my God. Okay.
Dairy-free.
Dairy-free eggnog.
Oh, that shit's fire, I will say. But
they make dairy-free eggnog.
Yeah. I will say Tuesday.
It's like fucking
It's like almond milk. It just tastes like
egg
eggnog.
yolks.
No, eggs are not dairy.
Oh yeah. See, I'm not like up to snuff.
Do cows have eggs?
Maybe.
Are baby calves born in eggs? No.
They could be. That'd
Do
be
you
pretty
know
wild.
like the specifics of a cow and having a baby, Spencer? Can you explain it to us?
I've actually seen it. We've seen it once or twice back on our fucking uncle's ranch. It was not something I would want to see ever again. But it was
insane.
It was an experience. All right. So let's hop into this week's draft. Our order today is going to go Marissa, myself, and then Mitchell is correct on the graphic, so we won't be getting confused, hopefully. Hopefully round 3, the third strike, we're out if we get this fucked up. But I wouldn't put it past myself, for sure, to mess this up. So, all right, Marissa, pick one. Why don't you lead us off with best holiday food and drink?
So I have a question before we start, because you've already explained this to me. I'm already confused. Are we picking 2 drinks or just 1? Or 2 foods?
No, it has to be 2 and 2. I just explained this. So
I wasn't listening, obviously.
But in 2 and 2 in no particular order.
Yeah, so like if you go 1 food to start, and then your second pick is drink, and then your third pick is drink, the last one has to be a food. You just have to get 2 food and have to get 2 drinks. 2 foods? Is foods a word?
For a second, I thought you were like mansplaining that, but it sounds like Marissa truly didn't understand. So
he mansplains a lot to me. It's actually really offensive. We should talk about that one of these days.
We should talk about how Spencer talks down at me like I'm a small child.
Should we get a therapy session going? Should we just make this therapy Fridays?
I mean, you were really mean to me today in our messages that Mitch had to comfort me, and have my back. So,
well,
I'm the voice of reason. Spencer talks. The conversation sometimes gets a little dulled down to like a 3rd, 4th grade level in there. So,
well, I got called out for cheating, which is
also what you accused me of last week. So I was just
that's fair. But
yeah,
you can sense my disdain,
Kevin Durant.
When I looked in our votes and there was like 2 ALLCITY people immediately on Marissa's jock.
I don't even have. Don't even get me started. I don't even have access. So
on what do they call it for women? Like, maybe ass, just on your ass.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they have a term for that.
Women have jocks. Do they?
Sure.
Actually, I don't know. That's a great question.
Okay.
1-1. Best holiday food and or drink. Marissa is going with spiked hot chocolate. Cool. I'll take that.
Did I
off
spell
the
it right?
list.
Yeah, I did. No, I didn't.
Chocolate.
There you go.
There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah. Okay, so that is obviously a very good pick. I don't think we can dispute that. Spencer, I know you go no dairy in there, but what is your mixture of preference with the spiked hot chocolate?
Um,
I wasn't talking to you, Spencer. I'm talking to Marissa.
you just said my name.
I said, I know you go dairy free. I know you put whatever in there. What does hot chocolate? No,
You
you
can
can
do
make it with
milk or water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've always been a water guy. And even when I was drinking milk as a kid, like I feel like warm milk is just not for me. No matter if it's fucking almond milk or regular milk, I've never been a warm milk kind of guy. Kind of
yeah,
grosses me out.
that's fair. But what do you put in yours, Marissa? Like, is there a traditional spiked hot chocolate?
So I think you put vodka. I think that's what I'm pretty sure it's vodka because it's just like the basic level. But I do like Mexican hot chocolate, which has like more of like a kick to it. It's got like spices. I think it's more cinnamon. And then with vodka, it's a great way to get drunk and also just enjoy Christmas.
Como se dice Mexican hot chocolate?
Holy shit. I will say that just vodka seems a little bit unhinged. Like, let's just be real. You can put vodka in anything because it really doesn't have
Right.
a flavor to it. But one thing you do need to try is if you go hot chocolate, Kahlua, and Fireball.
Ooh.
That shit is gas. That is something that we used to make at the golf course, like on a cold day of golfing. That was like my favorite drink.
Okay.
So that's a little bit more outside the box, but yeah,
Chocolate
spiked hot
caliente
chocolate.
Mexicano.
There you go.
Can you say
I will
that?
say the vodka is probably the standard, but peppermint schnapps seems to be a thing that people always kind of sprinkle into a lot of holiday drinks as the liqueur, if you will.
Yeah, let's try not to tip picks here, but that's kind of been like a tradition of mine at our pre-Christmas poker parties. I buy like a small bottle of peppermint schnapps, and that's all I drink. And it's kind of a hack, like because you smell good. Like you can smell a little bit of liquor in there, but your breath smells like peppermint. So you don't smell gross. You don't smell like, just a bunch of hard liquor. You smell somewhat good while you're hammered.
Yeah, so if you get pulled over, the cop's like, "Oh shit, this guy's been sucking on candy canes all fucking night."
Yeah, this guy's
I
got
can
a
drive.
dozen
No, I
candy
can drive.
canes.
I just can't get pulled over.
Oh, it looks like he has an open candy cane in his cup holder. Oh,
Good Lord. All right.
All right, so Spiked Hot Chocolate 1-1. That was probably that's a good pick.
Thank you.
I'll cross that off my list. Definitely spike your hot chocolate with bourbon, Breckenridge Distillery bourbon for sure.
yeah.
All right.
Well, okay, and real quick, should we just go on the basis that like if you could just take hot chocolate and it's either spiked or regular?
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? Okay, but we're like regular hot chocolate's off the board at this point.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, I think you can definitely do regular.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say that.
Let's
You
be
know.
real. Who's going to pick something non-spiked over something spiked? Like we're adults. There's no like 8-year-olds voting on this. Like let's just be real. We're going to take alcoholic beverages over non-alcoholic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool if you pick it again, so I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I had it on the board, but I think I got better options. All right, Spencer, go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna go with okay. So the brand will be unnamed because I'm not going to give a free shout out. But and there's actually multiple brands of this, but I would say a mixed pack of seltzers, like a mixed holiday pack of seltzers. So, however you want to put that on the graphic, but there's nothing better than when like there's like a peppermint Truly that rolls out, and then Bud Light seltzer. I just gave them both a shout out, but they do both have like the holiday pack, and I'm a big fan of those, especially around this time of the year. Some of them kind of taste a little off, but it's more of you feel like you're a little more festive drinking them than just like, hey, grab me the regular 12er of the mixed berry pack that I drink 400 times during a year. Give me like a peppermint flavored. Maybe there's like a gingerbread flavor in there. A rosé seems to be making its way into all these holiday packs. I don't get it. I don't know if they just run out of flavors. But
For the ladies.
it's
It's for
actually
the white wine drinking ladies.
that's actually good. But I won't. All right. Apparently it's just a white wine drinking lady.
Well, you like them?
Yeah.
You like rosé?
They were the last 3 that I hadn't finished, and so I was like, well, this is better than not drinking. So I had them, and they were actually okay. I'm a big sweet fan though. Like when it comes to drinks, like I don't like a sour beer. I don't like anything tart as much as I like things that taste sweet. So when it comes to me mixing drinks, the sweeter the better, honestly.
Yeah, real quick, what was in you and Kylie went to that pop-up Christmas bar at Union Station. What was in that like T-Rex that you were drinking out of?
Let me tell you.
We don't need to draw this out, but basically I think that you have somewhat of a non-refined palate because you just like everything sweet. Like you don't like any sort of, in order to make something like full, well-rounded, there's got to be like a little sweet, a little bitter, a little salt. Like you just all about the sweet.
Yeah, I like things tasting sweet. I don't like that. Like that's why I'm not a big tequila person in general. Is because most tequila drinks are not that sweet unless you make a margarita, which I love. So,
Yeah,
like,
you're
and
like
then I
you're
put
like a
salt
college
on it.
freshman girl like drinking a bag of Franzia, like just something as sweet as it gets,
Oh,
or some barefoot rosé.
I don't think that's very nice.
I think
All
it's
right.
pretty true.
I'm trying to
You're
find
a
this.
college white girl.
Exactly. Your typical college white girl that's never drank before. That's like, I just want something sweet. Like, I just want it to taste good. Like,
Yeah, that's how I am.
be me. Get drunk on shit that doesn't taste good.
Well,
Let's
you
just
know,
be
like when you first start drinking, like beer doesn't taste good at all. Am I right
Yeah.
or am I wrong there?
No, like, but the weird thing is, I don't know if this is odd and you can tell me if I'm way off, and it might just be like an association thing, but I've always loved the smell of beer because it reminds me of like being at Broncos games as a little kid. Like when our mom's boss used to take us in the limo along with like 10 other people to all these Broncos games, and it always just smelled like, Coors Light, whatever. And I just love that smell of beer. Like it just reminds me of football season. So maybe that's my association. And then sometimes it's not even for getting drunk because at this point, like I have to drink so many beers to get drunk that's not even worth it. But beer just legit, like sometimes a beer just sounds good. Like it just tastes good.
I haven't had a beer since my freshman year of college.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like beer.
That's fair. I mean, Spencer went through his tummy issues there for a while and couldn't have the gluten. So
Nothing slaps more than just a cold beer sometimes, though. Like you were saying, like it, especially at a brewery. If you're at a brewery, which we're big brewery peeps out in Colorado, but damn, they're really fucking. Oh, here we go. Heather B is gonna hook it up here. Oh man, dude, they're like really gatekeeping this menu here. It's just nowhere to find online.
Like, what did
do
it
you have
taste
a
like?
general idea of what
Yeah.
you were drinking?
No,
I don't need the fucking.
that was after a dinner scenario, so I already had like 4 espresso martinis at that point. So
You're well on your way.
Was it fruity?
here
Was
we
it
go,
not fruity?
It was fruity. Spencer doesn't order anything non-fruity. Holy shit! Should I just go ahead and pick and we'll circle back?
Yeah, we'll come back to him. He's taking way too long.
yeah, well, oh yeah, my pick is already in. So all right, back to back picks for Mitchell.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Christmas prime rib.
That's a good one.
Thank you, Spencer. Any compliments?
That's a really good one. That was on. I was wondering if I was gonna pick that or not, just because you could, everybody's in all the off the turkey train and ham train into the prime rib train. I feel like that's kind of the step up for some people when they're like, oh, I'm too cool to
Yeah,
have
no, it's
turkey
a
on
little like
Thanksgiving or
it's
Christmas.
definitely like higher end. It's not your typical, but we've done it a couple years, and it's just a good like it's a nice uh, reprieve from other traditional. I feel like it's somewhat traditional, but it's kind of on the outside looking in of true traditional Christmas meals. Um, but you cook that baby to like 125 degrees internal, throw a little horseradish on there. Holy shit! Like prime rib is just a top food for me. Um, so I had to go prime rib, and then I think I'm gonna go spiked apple cider. Um,
Okay.
Apple cider is just like I think one of the best drinks there is, not even seasonal. But then you throw like some Breck whiskey in there, you throw some Breck vodka in there. It's just super versatile. And it almost gives it like, I feel like if you spike it with whiskey, it gives it a different, like a little bit darker flavor. And then if you spike it with vodka, it gives it a little bit like a bit of a lighter taste to it. I could be wrong there, but it's so versatile and it's just so fucking good. I mean, if I wasn't concerned about my health, which that's even teetering on that, I would just drink apple cider all the time because that shit is gas.
I agree with that. That it is really good. It's one of my favorite holiday drinks. I was actually gonna pick that.
It's good hot and like I don't. I guess Do you drink apple cider cold ever? Like
Yeah,
it's
I've
when you
got
can
some in
drink.
the fridge right now.
Like coffee is an A1 drink, and you can drink it hot or iced. When you can drink apple cider hot or iced, maybe it's just me, but I'm not into hot drinks at all in general, other than maybe coffee. And even I made an iced coffee this morning, and it's like 25 degrees here. I like warm alcohol and warm drinks in general. Not my vibe.
You're kind of like the starter pack for a basic bitch, man.
Oh, calling me out.
Everything's ice. No wonder you're winning all these drafts because you're in the minds of everybody voting on this.
Oh, really?
Get some Ugg boots and you're halfway there.
I do have some UGG slippers at home.
Where are your Lululemon leggings?
Those are in the mail.
They make that peach pop.
Guarantee.
See, I said this earlier. I said those will make any butt pop. Thank you.
That is true.
Maybe I need to look into this.
I probably do too. Spencer and I have two of the flattest asses on this planet. Like,
I'm actually working on mine though. Mine is actually getting somewhere.
oh really? Are
Yeah.
you with all the chicks at the squat racks at the gym doing all the peach workouts?
Yeah, I generally go to the assisted squat rack though now because of my neck and back issues. So I'm in the assisted squat rack and then some lunges, and then also the machine where it's basically donkey kick essentially, but that's a good one. The one machines I do not, the good and bad girl machines, I do not mess with those. The ones where you split your legs open and
The hip extensions?
either pull in or push out.
The hip
I've
extensions?
literally never heard them called the good girl, bad girl machines. What the fuck?
Well, dude, that makes the side of your cheeks pop for sure. I used to like dabble in
You
that,
need to focus
but
on the back of the cheek first. You don't need width. You need depth.
yeah. Well, I like the depth in the front in terms of my quads is what I mean. Not
Holy
if you're a
shit.
dude with more depth in the back than in the front, you got some problems.
Can I actually, let's see if you guys agree. This is a little off topic, but Spencer mentioned it. Can we agree that just like using um, equipment at the gym that's like assisted or quote unquote like non-free weights, I think that's like way better. Not necessarily like better. It's just better because you're not worried about like, if I can handle this or whatever. You're not worried about dropping it on yourself. You're not endangering yourself pretty much. Like you can just fucking work out. Nobody's got to spot you. Nobody's got to do this. There's like bench press and all that are a little bit different, but if you're doing like shoulders or if you're doing legs or, there's a lot of things. So what do you guys think of that?
Marissa, you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go. I agree. I think it stabilizes you too, so you have less injury. I stopped. Like I used to do only like barbell workouts, and I've removed that part of my workout, and now I just do either free weights or like machines because it
Okay.
helps, especially with injuries and stuff like that. It makes it easier for you. You're not putting so much strain on your core to try to balance you. So I think it's better.
That
I
makes sense.
I would kind of piggyback and say the same thing. For me, it's more of an injury thing, and like sometimes when you're doing a shoulder press, for instance, just free weighting it, free balling it. Like if you fucking move the wrong way just a little bit, my back hurts for a week. So when I'm doing something that's stabilized, I feel like it works the specific muscle you're looking for better than
Yeah.
or let's say you're just doing standing curls, but you're using a machine. It's more of just like like doing that versus like if you're doing a standing curl and you have a free weight, all of a sudden you're like using your shoulder, using your tricep, you're fucking hoisting it, you're pulling your whole
Yeah.
body back to try to get it up.
It kind of forces you to use the correct technique within, some sort of reason. But anywho, let's get back to it. Okay. So I just made those two picks. Spencer, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go with the first food of the draft, and I'm gonna go with.
I just picked prime rib, dipshit.
Oh yeah, you did. All right. Second food of the draft. I was so focused on your spiked apple cider that I forgot about it. All right. I'm going to go second food of the draft. Then I'm going to go the hamburgers and hot dogs. And then in parentheses, 4th of July. Like,
I had that on the list. Fuck you.
you could probably just, maybe if you want to put burgers instead of hamburgers. And then people will get the gist. I just think in the middle of the summer when grilling is obviously a summer thing in general. But when the 4th of July specifically, that meal slaps. That's almost a meal where it's so good that people don't think to go away from it, or it's so traditional that, now like we talked about, people are going away from traditional Christmas meals or traditional Thanksgiving meals. Like nobody's all of a sudden like, maybe you do chicken, but nobody's all of a sudden like, hey, let's fucking have pasta. Let's have fucking spaghetti on 4th of July. Like, I very few people I would imagine do that. That's just a traditional slapping.
Yeah, you maybe go like pulled pork, but you're somewhat, in the realm. But yeah, the hamburger hot dog, you just can't fucking beat it. That's what you're having on 4th of July, flat out.
100%. All right, Marissa, you got back to back.
Sorry, my vest was hitting the mic. You
Do your
did.
thing.
Okay, this is a personal one, because I don't think every family does it for Christmas. Did I spell that right?
Well, we
Think I
can't see
need-
it, so.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, I need an A in there. All right. So for Christmas,
I got to be honest, I just looked below and I'm like, you're picking. I thought you were typing pickles, but you hadn't finished it.
oh,
But it was just me reading pick underneath. Oh my god. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tamale.
So for our family, we do like what do you call it? Like we do a Mexican Christmas Eve. So everything is Mexican food. We do like enchiladas, we do pozole, tamales, like all of it. And that's like one of my favorites for like Christmas Eve. It's kind of like a cozy feeling, but like I said, it's personal preference because obviously not everybody likes Mexican food. So.
Two questions. What is pozole?
Okay, it's like it's called, I don't know what the thing is, but it looks like popcorn, like soaked popcorn. That's like the best way. It's called something, I don't know. But anyway, if you put it in a soup. So it's like a soup, and then you can either put pork in there or chicken, and it's kind of like a spicy soup. And then if you really want to get traditional, you can put menudo in there, which is cow stomach.
Yeah, menudo. I'm out on.
It's
That
good.
shit's- They say it's like a really good hangover food, but that would just make me throw up. Secondly, are you there's different kinds of tamales, correct? Like there's a white corn and there's a red. Like, is there?
So
Explain.
you can do pork, which is usually like a red chili with pork. You could do chicken, which is usually green chili. And you can mix it between that. Those are really the only two that I've had, but I prefer chicken.
Okay.
But really anything. But they're super hard to make too. So like my family makes them, but it takes forever. But I like the chicken.
I
Yeah.
will.
Well, go ahead, Spence.
I will say I am not the biggest Mexican food fan. Like, not that I don't like it, but it's kind of like lower on my list of like when we go out to dinner and we're trying to decide where to go. It always gets chosen, but it's tamales slap anywhere if they're good for me. I can eat.
Yeah.
I've eaten tamales at breakfast, like make eggs with tamales. Tamales are by far the best Mexican food for me. Although I will say, caveat, I went out for Mexican food on Monday night and had carne asada,
Carne
and
asada.
fuck me, it was the best fucking thing I've tasted in years. I
Carne
seriously
asada
like
like steak.
I've been thinking about it for the whole week of how good it was. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it was super salty. Maybe, like I'm a big salt guy. So I just was eating it and I was like, I hope this fucking never ends.
They marinate it in like a special like seasoning. That's Christian's favorite. Like anywhere we go, he gets carne asada.
I'm
I've
either carne
actually
asada or tamales.
carne asada, dude.
Carne
I've
asada.
been making like because Taco Tuesday is our thing. Like, I hate to take it from LeBron because I fucking hate that guy. But we just do Taco Tuesdays, and LeBron doesn't own Taco Tuesdays, by the way. I think he actually tried to like trademark
He
that. Like,
did.
nobody's ever said it before. But unfortunately, every time Tuesday rolls around, I'm like, it's Taco Tuesday. Like, fucking, I can't stand myself for doing it, but I just have to do it. But I've been making flank steak like taco bowls, but it's carne asada. Like, I use carne asada seasoning and then throw it on the grill, and it's fucking fire. Like, Spencer, you need to go to Whole Foods, get a flank steak. Um, and get the, what is it? Is it like, I hate to plug them here, but I think it's like Kinder or something like that. There's like a seasoning thing. It's a seasoning brand, and they do like all different, and they have a carne asada mix, and you just throw that on the flank steak, and then you grill it like 2 minutes each side because it's super thin. Best shit ever. Holy God! Like, it's really not that hard to do.
Well, I'm in, but I don't think it'll taste as good as that fucking carne. Like it was mesmerizing how good that fucking shit was.
See, I think you're overestimating. Like,
I'm pretty sure I
it's
didn't talk to my mom or Kylie or my kid for like 20 straight minutes because I was just fucking knee deep in this carne asada. Shout out La Fagata. It's the Mexican place really close to us. My God, fucking slapped.
it's good shit. They have good tequila.
They have great margaritas too.
Yes, they do. All right. Sorry to get off topic like normal, but Marissa, what's your next pick?
Oh man, I panicked.
Swing that ass back around.
Gee,
Round 3. Here we go.
I don't know.
Snake it around.
Is it one word?
I think so.
Okay.
Spiked eggnog. Classic.
That is like one of my favorites. And I don't like drinks that are like really thick and heavy with like the creamy. But I do like some eggnog. It's pretty good.
So what? Same question as Mitchell's on the first round for you. Is it just vodka?
Probably. I don't know. I've never actually made one for myself. I always just buy them or it comes
I was gonna
already
say,
mixed.
buy it pre-spiked, right?
You're right. It's pre-mixed. So I have no idea. I could not tell you. But I
Throw,
do.
throw a dash of cinnamon in there and fucking go to town.
I agree.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm on.
Fun fact about cinnamon. Did you guys know that it repels, like it won't get wet?
I didn't know
Like,
that.
that's why the cinnamon challenge, I think, was like, you literally can't, never like leaves its powder form. Like, I was trying to make I was trying to make a holiday like margarita, and it calls for like cinnamon, and you're supposed to just like garnish it with cinnamon more for looks, but I put some cinnamon in the shaker to try to mix it in there, and I opened the shaker after I shook it up. It's all like stuck to the sides, and then you garnish it on top of the drink. It all works its way towards the edge of the glass and sticks to the edges of the glass. Like it will not like get it won't mix into a drink. It's fucking insane.
Hmm. That makes sense though. Like one of my favorite drinks at Starbucks, and I don't get it very often, is like a cinnamon dulce latte. But they like put so much cinnamon on the top, and then just trying to get to the latte part of it, like you're suffocating in cinnamon.
Yeah, you're like doing the cinnamon challenge, trying to get down to the fucking actual
Cinnamon
drink.
suffocation.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that, Spencer?
Cinnamon suffocation. Too much cinnamon.
Oh my god. Okay, I am up next.
No,
What?
it's Spencer's turn.
Didn't we make the
Oh
graphic?
yes, god damn it! I
Fuck's
keep
sake.
doing this.
Okay.
Why do I? Okay.
All right. I'm going to. I've got a few different options here. Okay, I'm gonna go with just straight across the board pie, because pie is like this is very. You can have apple, you can have cinnamon, or not cinnamon. God damn it,
Cinnamon. I think
pumpkin.
you're. I kind of want to veto this. I think you need to pick a specific pie.
No, it's any foods and drinks. Like this is like an all holiday encompassing thing. Like you have pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving, right? But on Christmas you may be an apple person or there's so many. There's rhubarb pie in the summer. Like this is sort of a pandering pick, but also pie is just a general, like, you don't just like go and do nothing and have pie, right? Like it's like, oh, there's a holiday, we should make a pie. Out at a restaurant, different story. But at home, pie is a holiday centric food that is always hits. It hits the next day. You put a little whipped cream on it, or you warm it up. You don't warm it up. That's always a bone of contention with people. So I'll ask you guys: do you warm, like, after the day after Thanksgiving? Let's say you got a pumpkin pie. You like pumpkin pie. You warming it up, or you not warming it up?
Marissa?
I don't think I've ever had warm pumpkin pie. Like it's always cold.
See, I told my girlfriend that I like pumpkin pie warm with like whipped cream, and she thought I was a psycho.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
little weird.
no, it's not. I think she's a psycho. She's like, hand me that piece of pie, just cold as fuck. I'm like, ugh. Like, something about like the wetness of the pumpkin along with the coldness. That's like borderline, just like a thickness issue. Like, I have an issue with that kind of thickness.
Not
But
a
yeah,
thick
I'm
guy.
always a warm the pie up guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Just it doesn't have to be hot, like just warm enough to where I'm not eating a cold. That is not a fan of cold pie.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about this pick because I had that on the board, but I think you got. I just want an asterisk already next to this because you're literally fucking roping in every single holiday and every single kind of pie. Um, I just think it's too broad. It's not specific enough, so I have an issue with it.
All right, well, you can take your issue and pick, because you already had two picks and you could have done that. So why don't you take your issue over to the third round, third pick, and fucking get something on the board?
Okay, eat shit. I'm gonna go with ham, and I know like a Christmas ham, that's also a thing, but Christmas ham, or you can do it on Thanksgiving. You do it on Easter ham. Ham is just fucking fire. We actually, I think we've talked about it in one of these drafts before, but anytime you have like a honey baked ham, like that sliced ham in the house, holy shit, I just go to town on it.
That is another one where it's like so maybe I'm just fucking all over the board with my cold hot food takes.
I love it cold.
But I love ham cold. Fucking
Yeah.
warm ham is like, what the fuck is this? Like ham cold is like, when you're just it's in the fridge and you got the fucking tin foil over half of it and you just keep slicing it off and eating it. That's the fucking best.
I totally. Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's like a lunch meat. You usually eat lunch meat cold.
100%. Yeah. And Marissa is having the face of she's a warm ham person only.
I mean, not only, but I would prefer it that way.
To me, when the ham's like too warm or warmish, it just feels like drier. It
It's
just
like-
feels like fucking like
it-
you don't want to eat it. Like
It's like bacon, though. Do you like it cold?
I don't like cold. Like cold bacon is not good, but like room temperature bacon is fine. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
necessarily want to burn my fucking tongue every time I eat something, even if it's cooked that way. Yeah, ham to me is hot ham is dry. Give me the cold, wet ham. Moist. Cold, moist ham.
Oh God.
That's the way to go.
Okay. Yes, I agree. I like the cold ham in the fridge.
Weirdos.
I'm having a really tough time on this pick. I want to pander, but I gotta stay true to myself. I haven't picked anything really non like holiday, like Christmas, Thanksgiving holiday. So I'm gonna go with Guinness for St. Patrick's Day.
Is it?
Guinness.
Oh, that's fucking lame.
You don't like that pick?
No, I love that pick. I'm pretty sure my last pick was I was setting my sights on Irish Car Bomb and he just fucking tore his ACL. So now I may have to move off of him. I just found out Irish Car Bomb has character issues, so I got to fucking flip my pick. God damn it.
I mean, you can take the other element of the ICB that's still on the table, but you know that's for you to decide.
No, I may just go a totally different route.
Are we
I do,
going?
after this draft, though, if we've got once we wrap this up, I do want to have a few honorable mentions though, because there's a few that I just want to get out there, just throw them out there for the people.
Okay. So I've got two foods. I need a drink. Final pick of the draft. I'm gonna go with let's go flavored coffee.
That is a good one.
I feel like, I'm a big peppermint guy right now, pumpkin spice for Thanksgiving area, Halloween, PSL season. I just think that coffee coffee is very, what's the word? Not vulnerable. Very, oh man, my fucking English is not great right now. Versatile, very versatile drink where you can flavor it to different things, different times of the year. So I'm gonna say flavored coffee right now. Like peppermint mocha is my thing, and especially when you go to Starbucks, which I don't particularly do, but it's just easy. They have now like the festive cups, and that's like just kind of just signifies the great time of the year that it is.
That if you only ordered iced coffee, you wouldn't get a festive cup, so you just outed yourself as lying about drinking iced coffee all the time. I got to give a plug to the Breck espresso vodka because that shit slaps, and you throw that in a coffee. Oh my God. That is so good. Like that is probably like my favorite flavored vodka. Spencer, when I'm back, we need to do like an espresso martini night with the espresso vodka.
I'm in. That is if you're looking for the best flavored vodka honestly in the world to make a drink with. Now, obviously, it kind of pigeonholes you into mixing flavors that you want to taste coffee with, but espresso vodka from Breck is the best. It's the best flavored vodka in the world, 100%.
Marissa, have you ever had it?
No, I haven't.
You need
I'm excited,
to.
though. Sounds
Yes, it is so fucking good.
Shots. Oh, well, I'll make sure we bring a Breck espresso flavored vodka because next Friday you will be here. We'll be doing the show in studio together. We're gonna take a shot of Breck espresso before the pod.
Perfect.
Book it, Dana.
Or we even do it on the pod. We'll do a live.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, before we start talking, the first thing just boom down the hatch.
It'll be like our holiday edition, even though we're gonna have another episode before Christmas. Anywho, all right, Marissa, fucking, what is the last pick called? I can't believe I'm blanking on this.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant, thank you.
So this is Miss Irrelevant. That's where I was gonna go if I didn't go to pie. That was on my list. We'll let you explain it, but that's a very versatile food as well.
Yeah, is this too broad for you, Mitch, or is this okay?
No, I think it's specific enough. Like maybe I'm just hating on Spencer, but I agree with you on this, Marissa. Like cookies are cookies.
Yeah. Well, and they have like fun flavors for like each holiday. And I like get excited for each one that comes by. So for like Valentine's Day, they have like the frosted cookies, and I know that they're like year round, but they have like the pink ones with the little hearts on them.
That's hands down the best cookie in general.
Oh,
let's be honest here. Frosted, is it a sugar cookie?
It's like a sugar cookie with like that much frosting on it.
Yeah, that shit is the fucking best, and they're
Mhm.
soft. I love a soft cookie. I'm not a big hard cookie guy. Like when you bite into it and there's just crumbs everywhere. I like when you just bite into it and it all gets in your mouth.
It's just like a $5 pack that you get from like your local grocery store deli.
Yes, but it's like the most childish cookie that you could ever have. But I've literally gotten in fights with Christian for the last one because they're so good. I get so excited.
Yes, I am a chocolate chip cookie guy till I die. Like I can eat those any day of the year. I don't give a shit. I don't discriminate on that. But yeah, like in the Christmas sugar cookies, like the little trees, just like a classic sugar cookie. Can't go wrong there.
Yeah, like they have all sorts of different ones for holidays, and like Christmas, they have the one with the little kisses on them, the chocolate kisses.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what those are. Those are really good, but yeah.
Throw like a little bit of peanut butter in there. I love a good peanut butter cookie.
Yeah.
Peanut butter chocolate chip. Holy shit.
I don't think there's a bad cookie.
Yeah,
oatmeal raisin can kind of get bent.
I love oatmeal raisin
with nuts in it.
Oh.
Like I used to hate. Like the best part about going to church as a kid was the fucking cookies afterwards. And when all these old ladies,
and then you want to burn the place down.
Yeah, all these old ladies who just throw a bunch of nuts and raisins in these fucking cookies. I'd be like, dude, miss me with that. Next time, fucking miss the nuts.
Oh my
god. No, I completely agree that anything is. I will also say I don't like ginger snaps.
Oh, I love ginger snaps too. Those are also really good with
They're
coffee.
Okay, let me preface it with this. Like, I'm not like soft cookie truther. Like they don't need to be super soft, but every ginger snap I've ever had is like hard as fuck. Like they're just dry, they're hard. Usually like I've never had like a homemade ginger snap. I've only had like store-bought ones and they're just not good to me.
Okay.
I
feel that.
A few honorable mentions I had. This is where I was really on the fence because this might be like the best soda I've ever had. The Winter Spice Cranberry Sprite Zero is the fucking best. Like you mix that with vodka, you mix it with anything. Holy shit! You just drink it, just the soda. It is like my favorite soda. I bought a pack last year, like on a whim. I just saw it and it looked festive. But holy fuck, it is so good. And then a few others I had were like mashed potatoes and macaroni salad. They're sides, but I feel like macaroni salad is one of the most underrated sides. Like 4th of July every year, you got to have like either potato salad or macaroni salad with your hamburgers and hot dogs.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, I got a few honorable mentions. One was like chocolate boxes, just like gift. Like you can go cookie boxes, you can go popcorn, tins or chocolate boxes. But I think those are pretty versatile. You can get them for Christmas. You can get them for Valentine's Day. There's multiple options for chocolate boxes, as well as Red Bull vodka on New Year's Eve. Just absolute like, it's just what you drink. Like no, most nights of the year you don't have to try to stay up. But that's, you can go to the bar at 8 and leave at 11, whatever. On New Year's Eve, the point of going to the bars is obviously staying out till midnight. I'm not a lunatic like I used to be and stay out till midnight or 1 every single night I'm at the bar. So now that's like a pick and choose scenario. So Red Bull vodka is the move. And then
Real quick on the Red Bull vodka subject, is there a worse hangover like in the world than either an energy drink hangover, or it basically feels like you're doing woof all night? Like if in the next morning when you wake up, that is the fucking absolute worst. There's no worse way to start out a new year, new me, than waking up off like a 12 Red Bull vodka night before.
I think champagne gives you a really bad headache.
I was gonna say, I think wine's worse. I would much rather my hangover be like a splitting headache than a fucking dry ass fucking mouth that wine does to you, and like you're like fucking SpongeBob water all night. You know, like I hate that. That's terrible. If I can wake up and just have a headache and be like a little lackadaisical, if you will, yeah, and kind of like out of it, I'd rather have that than just be begging for water all night, and then inevitably that turns into peeing all morning, like when you want to still stay sleeping. So I think wine hangover is probably the worst, especially like a really like tart wines or sweet wines, I guess. Just any real big sugar hangover is not for me.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what Red Bull vodka is. What the fuck do you think it is?
Well, sometimes they'll slap a little zero sugar in there for you if you
That
ask.
doesn't help. Marissa, do you have any honorable mentions?
I was gonna do champagne. I feel like that's like a festive New Year's like celebration. Sometimes you do it on Valentine's Day. It's not my favorite drink, but it makes you feel fancy. So why not?
Okay.
I also think I don't know if this is just like my family and Christian's family separately both do this, but we do like for certain holidays like seafood. Like we'll do like crab legs and lobster and stuff like that. We do it for New Year's. Christian's family does it for the 4th of July.
Okay.
But I love like seafood.
Oh, crab legs at like an Easter brunch, all timer.
I know you're a big Valentine's Day gal. Did you have edible underwear anywhere on your board?
No, I did not. I think that's a little creepy to be honest with you.
I'm sorry, I just had to make that joke. It just came to the top of my head. So,
I'm not much of a sugar wear that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna pass on that one.
There's an episode of a TV show, if anybody's watched it, called The League, where basically this chick has edible underwear on, and this dude's going into like diabetic shock, and she has to take off the underwear, and he has to eat it to like save him from fucking dying. And oh my god, it is the funniest thing ever. It's so good.
That's great.
I've never been in the presence of those type of underwear, but I'm curious to know like what's the texture like.
I would assume it's like a fruit roll up type of texture.
Oh, I was gonna say like a fucking
Oh.
What are those fucking necklaces? The fucking with like the ring, all the little candy ring necklaces.
Yeah,
I was thinking something like that.
Like a sweet tart necklace.
Yeah,
So,
they're not
like, kind
sweet
of
tarts. That's what I was thinking
powdery?
too.
Like they're a little.
But basically just a G-string with fucking sweet tarts all around it.
I don't think you know what a fucking edible pair of underwear looks like.
I do not. That's why I was forecasting.
All right, we should probably shut it down after that.
Okay.
It's time to shut it down for this week's edition of Festive Friday, brought to you guys by our great friends over at Breck Distillery. Check out Breck Distillery. Check out Big Drive Energy on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you vote on these drafts. Let me win. No, let me win. Vote honestly. And if I end up winning again, it's just is how it is. I'm just a great picker of holiday things. On Twitter at Big Drive Energy, on Instagram at Big Drive Energy Pod. Appreciate you all tuning in for this Festive Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We are 1 week closer to Christmas. Mitchell and I are headed off to Detroit this weekend. A little Broncos Lions. Detroit, Michigan, all weekend. Lots of casinos there. Big dub for us, hopefully, both on the football game and the casino side. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you guys next week when we're both in studio together again. We're back.
Woo!
Peace.